Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to part 4 of the Apache Superset basic tutorial series. In part 3, we saw how to create a horizontal and vertical bar chart to visualize movie title and their gross revenue. Today we'll look at a very popular chart for data visualization, which is donut chart. Donut chart looks a bit more modern and interesting. So anyway, let's get started. First, we will click on the plus chart button to create a new chart. For the visualization type, I'm going to select pie chart option. Basically, Superset doesn't have a separate donut chart option. We have to customize the pie chart to make it a donut chart. Our dataset remains the same, which is tutorial top 1000 movie. Now let's click on the create new chart. Then we can name this new chart as tutorial released year donut. Now let's moving on to the next step, which is the query section. The absolute minimum requirement for a pie chart is metric data, which you can understand by looking at the yellow icon, right? Here we want to view the series title, so I'm going to select series title in the metric field. As we saw in our previous tutorial, we must select an aggregate function for metric field. Since we want to count all the series title released in a specific year, so we'll select the count distinct aggregate function. If you have another look at my previous demo chart, you will see there was another data point, which is the release year, right? By the way, you could create the chart right away, but it would look completely meaningless, right? Since we want to see how many movies were released in a specific year, I'm going to select the released year as my dimension. Now let's update the chart. You can see a beautiful pie chart has appeared. However, at the very top, you can see a lot of legend for every single year. I think we need to turn this off because it doesn't look good. So let's go to the Customize tab. Here, we will just uncheck the Show Legend checkbox. Now the legend at the top are gone, right? Moving on to the next step, and it is time to turn this pie chart into a donut chart. If you scroll down a bit, you will find the donut option. Just check the box and you will see it is transformed into a donut. You can control the thickness of the donut by increasing or decreasing the inner radius or the outer radius. A big advantage of the donut chart is that we can show the total value in the center, which looks good, right? By default, it is showing 1K, or in other words, I can say the rounded figure. To see the exact number, go to the number format section and select this option. Now it is showing the exact number of the movie counts. Here is another interesting feature, which is called rows type. By default, this is selected as none, but we can change it, right? We can change it to radius and it will look like a Nightingale Rose Chart, meaning the slices will grow from the center to outward based on the data value. This is quite excellent for visualization of data. Now let's come to the level option. Notice that even after turning this option on, no levels are visible. The reason for this is percentage threshold value. By default, this is set to 5. It means if the data is less than 5%, the level won't show up. Since we want to see all the data point or data level, we can gradually decrease this value to see which level are actually want to display here. And you can see all the levels are coming back into the visualization. So my suggestion is you need to experiment with this data value. By the way, you can also change the color scheme for the donut chart. There are various color schemes available here. Depending on your data and style, you can select any option. For now, I'm going to select the D3 category 20B color scheme. So the chart is ready. Now we'll save it and let's add it to our movie tutorial dashboard. Let's go to our dashboard. Once in the dashboard, we'll go to the edit mode. Drag and drop the donut chart and place it in the right spot. Donut charts usually look good in slightly smaller spaces or in a square shape. And our interactive donut chart is ready. this is how you can create your own donut chart. That is it for today. This was the part 4 of the Apache Superset basic tutorial series. In the upcoming tutorial of this series, we'll see how to create a scatter plot chart and a heat map chart using the same dataset we have created in the part 1 of this tutorial series. So thank you again. Thank you for staying with me, and good night.